Pippen played by Worthy. Caught right, eluding Divac. Crowd looking for a foul.
With the long arms of Sam Perkins, bothered the shot, forced the miss.
Crowd wanted to travel, but Armstrong picked it off. It's a 2-on-1. 18 points for Michael Jordan. Bulls lead at 47-43.
They're just getting now into their half-court offense with 10 seconds left on the 24-second clock.
Shot clock to 2. So once again, the Lakers roll that shot clock all the way down. 6 points for Divac. And the Bulls lead at 47-45. Jordan with the fake right, went left, and then was bottled up. Good play by Scott.
3 Lakers surrounding Jordan once he put it on the floor.
Yes, Byron had some help, but was able to deflect it away. Here's a mismatch. Perkins, and he drew the foul. Livingston coming over to help out Armstrong. So Sam Perkins, a college teammate of Michael Jordan, as was James Worthy, to the free throw line. Over the last 3 years, he has worked vigorously with weights. 6 years in Dallas, signed with the Lakers as an unrestricted free agent last August, and it has turned into a splendid move by Laker general manager Jerry West.
And as you follow Perkins in his career, he started out under Dick Mott, a little bit of post-up action. When John McLeod, Richie Adebayo took over, a little more post-up action. When Adebayo was named the head coach, stuck him down in the hole on a full-time basis and said score from down low. And then Dunleavy has taken over now, and it gives him 5 people to post up on offense.
The crowd reacting to the play of Cliff Livingston. Horace Grant checking back in. The Lakers and the Bulls tied at 47. Game 1 of the NBA Championship Series. Game 2 here Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time on NBC. Game 3 in LA next Friday night, starting at 9 Eastern Time. Cartwright to the fadeaway. Divac on the rebound. It has been a media onslaught here in Chicago. Credentials issued to 550 journalists representing 12 countries, including Italy, Greece, Spain, France, and Japan. 3-point attempt by Perkins. He hit 2 earlier. And this championship series is being seen in 70 countries. Armstrong wide open. A minute 20 left in the first half. Game tied at 47. And Magic had it broken up. Last touch by the Lakers. Now Magic Johnson appealing to the outside official, Hugh Hollins. Jack Madden made the call, and the call standing. Here's Pippen. Scottie Pippen going glass. He has 9. Bulls lead 49-47. Coming up at halftime, the final shootout with Bob and Pat going at each other on the Prudential halftime report. That is coming up momentarily. Shot clock at 5. Worthy from downtown. And the foul is called. Scott grabbed by Armstrong.
Mike Dunleavy reminding James Worthy, if there's enough time on that 24-second clock, use the dribble penetration to get in the seam and force another rotation by the Bulls defense. That time James, because the shot clock had almost gone off, had to launch the long jumper.
Mike Dunleavy, 36 years old, a product of the schoolyards of Brooklyn. Excellent playmaking, scoring guard at South Carolina. He took over under pressure conditions from Pat Riley. Mike Dunleavy was in a no-win situation, but he still won. 6th-round draft pick of the Philadelphia 76ers. Eventually landed with Houston. 4-year stay there. Also played at San Antonio and Milwaukee. And an assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
after what Pat Riley had accomplished with the Lakers program, there are many coaches that would not want to step into those shoes or sit in that head coach position. Don Levy looked at it a little bit differently. He said, hey, I think this team has a chance to win a championship. I'd like to be part of all that. Let me take a shot at it.
Game tied at 49. Here's Armstrong. Yes! E.J. Armstrong with his second field goal. And the indication, a two-pointer. The Bulls were looking for a three. That's the reason for the stoppage. 30 seconds left in the half. Teagle is checked back in, racing with Hodges. Teagle and Johnson. And Scott on the floor in a three-guard alignment, along with Worthy and Perkins. And the foul is called.
That time, Magic did not give Jordan a chance to body up on him, did not give him a chance to double. As soon as he caught the basketball, he turned and went. Keep an eye at Scott and Jordan down low. The battle taking place, the bodies, the arms. It's a battle out here.
Jordan called for his second. Magic Johnson has been very quiet offensively. He's 4 for 4 from the line. He has attempted only one field goal attempt. But as we have seen throughout the season, 22nd timeout called by the Bulls, it has not been important that Magic come up with big numbers. In fact, when he scores in prolific fashion, the Lakers usually have either lost or not played well. The assist category has been the significant one when it comes to Magic Johnson and W's for the Lakers.
Magic Johnson on the glass helps the Lakers. Magic Johnson directing the show out there, understanding that he had to take a little bit more of the scoring burden upon himself when Kareem retired, but he doesn't want to overdo it to the point where the spotlight's on him for scoring. He'd rather share that part of it with his teammates, just make him win in the end.
Magic in his 12th season out of Michigan State. Earlier this year, missed a couple of games with a jammed middle finger on his right hand. He was telling us how happy he is to be healthy after the long grind of the regular season and on to the final round of the playoffs. Lakers and Bulls tied at 51. We are down to 10 seconds to go in the half. Pippen try to hand off to Grant. Here's Grant. Now Pippen, and he threw the foul with 2 7/10 seconds left in the first half. Foul called on Perkins. That is his first.
The initial defense by the Lakers was outstanding. They took away the drive off the dribble by Pippen. They cut off on the dump down pass for the layup by rotating from the weak side. It was just the extra hustle by the Bulls coming up with the second, third shot opportunities.
Scottie Pippen is 1 for 3 from the line. The Bulls only 5 out of 9 from the free throw line. Lakers at 17 of 18. Pippen only a 71% free throw shooter. Bulls take a 1-point lead, and a timeout taken by Mike Dunleavy. I think we need referee Arthur Mercanti to check this one out. Let's see, salary about the same. We're not talking about all the extracurricular activities. MVP awards, Magic with 3, Michael with 2, but the big number that Michael would like to put a dent into under the category of championships.
In fairness, the supporting cast has been a little bit different with the Lakers over the years than it has been here in Chicago. The Lakers have been there, have built it, and maintained it. The Bulls on their way to getting there.
This is a strong first half for the Lakers on the home court of the Chicago Bulls. Here's Pippen from center court. Lakers shot only 44%, but they're down by only 2, while the Bulls 61% shooting in the first half. Jordan leading the way with 18 points along with the 5 rebounds and 8 assists.
Well, the Bulls with a 2-point lead at halftime, game number 1. Johnny, looks like things going pretty well.
Well, it does, but that's the old good news, bad news syndrome, Tom. The good news is they got the 2-point lead. The bad news, though, is they look like they're a little tentative. Now, maybe it's that long layoff. You know, they swept that series with Detroit. This is the biggest game of most of these young Bulls' career. And, of course, Bill Cartwright, their co-captain, said, yeah, that could have something to do with it.
Actually, I thought that in the opening we were a little tight. Obviously, a little different situation for us as far as just being in a championship series. So I thought it was kind of natural, but I thought that we were able to play through it pretty well.
So, Bill, what was the mood in the locker room at halftime of this championship game 1?
I think the mood was fine. I think that, you know, we, up to that time, we had played in a lot of different games where, you know, we had the sellout crowds, we've had a lot of TV coverage, and I thought that throughout the season that really helped us in the playoffs because of the fact that we had been under pressure situations before. So we really felt pretty comfortable at halftime. The game by our standards was pretty normal.
So Bill Cartwright thinks things are going pretty well, at least from his vantage point. We've got first half stats right here. And Johnny, quick look at the leading scorers for both teams. Michael Jordan with 18 points, Scottie Pippen with 11 for the Lakers. Perkins and Worthy both with 14 points. What do you see?
Well, it looks like the Bulls shooting pretty good, 59% from the field, only 44%. But the Lakers have got to the free throw line 18 times and made 17. The Bulls are only 7 out of 11 at that area. The Bulls bench has been outstanding, 6 out of 8 from the field. And if their bench can continue, the Bulls could really do the job here the second half.
All right, we'll come back, take a look at that. The second half is coming up. This is the Bulls championship charge.
Carl Vandenberg claims to have a proven record of keeping property taxes down. What the is he talking about? Mr. Vandenberg is delinquent on over $23,000 in property taxes dating back to 1990. Hardworking people in our district pay their taxes. Carl Vandenberg does not. That probably explains the 13 or more federal and state liens filed against Vandenberg's businesses. Mr. Vandenberg is a lawyer and owns an ambulance service. Forget it. Real problems deserve real solutions. Elect John Sheehy, state representative.
Never before has an event been so special. Get the Infinity Advantage at Infinity of Lisle, setting the pace for 1993. Don't make an $18,000 to $40,000 mistake. Get super savings on all 1993 Infinities. You owe it to yourself to buy now. Quantities are limited. Savings never greater. Infinity of Lisle, Chicagoland's #1 Infinity dealer, can save you on this special allotment of brand new 1993 Infinity. Only at the #1 Infinity dealer in the Midwest. Infinity of Lisle.
By 2 over the Lakers as we head to the third quarter. Worthy and Perkins leading Los Angeles with 14, 18 for Jordan, Pippen with 11. The Bulls backcourt has done the job. The combination of Michael Jordan along with John Paxson and B.J. Armstrong and Craig Hodges. Armstrong and Hodges off the bench, and look at the guard shooting. The Bulls 14 for 20 overall.
How about this? Magic Johnson, 1 shot attempt during that first half.
Jordan and Paxson starting in the backcourt. Grant up front with Cartwright and Pippen. And Jordan drew the foul off the fake. Divac picks up his second.
And Michael Jordan making sure that they get to the free throw line a few more times this half. Starts out initially just by showing the ball, get him in the air, take the body contact.
Well, this a matchup of arguably the 2 greatest players in the game. To this point, it's been Michael Jordan's show. He now has 19. He's 3 out of 5 from the free throw line. During the regular season, the Lakers and the Bulls split the 2-game set, each team winning at home. Bulls beating the Lakers here in Chicago back in December, led by Jordan, who had 33. Pippen had a big game, a 13 for 17 for 28. Lakers won in L.A. in early February. Bulls go to the trap, and Divac's handling it. And he just does get it across the timeline.
That's the purpose in the extended defense. Put pressure on him, run that clock down. Don't give him a chance to get into the half-court sets.
Nice lead from Scott. And Perkins with 16 has brought the Lakers within 2.
One thing the Laker team has is such a great feel and understanding of the 24-second clock, eliminating the state of panic that sets in as it runs down.
A look-away pass handled by Grant. Made the good catch, but under pressure, not able to hit. Magic with the spin. The pass off the dribble of Devons. What a play. Magic Johnson with his 7th assist, setting up Vlade Devons. And he's tying the game at 55.
And he saw Michael Jordan sitting back there, trying to anticipate which way he was going. He eye faked left, hits right.
Bill Cartwright providing a 2-point lead for Chicago. Cartwright has hit 3 of 6. He has 6 points. The Los Angeles Lakers open the season under new coach Mike Dunleavy. Foul on Paxson. They lost 4 of their first 5 games, their worst start since 1978. But they turned it in November at one point, winning 8 in a row. They also had a 16-game win streak, which included a sweep of a 5-game road trip. And in the playoffs, Lakers sweeping Houston in 3, defeating Golden State 4-1, and then they took Portland in 6.
Magic eyeing up the court, looks left, but sees Devon's right. Jordan starts to move over, anticipating the one to the left. Gets faked out by Magic.
Minute and a half gone by in the third. The game tied at 57. Michael Jordan and Vlade Devons leading the Lakers off the boards. Worthy did not have the post-up move. Notice Magic getting it right back to him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Worthy. Look out, Pippen went down.
Again, Bill Cartwright knocking somebody out of the picture.
Cartwright picked off Scott, who tried to recover. Cartwright. Here's Grant. Horace Grant with a second field goal, getting the good position to give the Bulls a 59-57 advantage. Devon's battling with Grant. Devon's foul hacked by Horace Grant. That's the first picked up by Grant.
Something that the Lakers may have to change as this series goes on. When Magic Johnson enters down low to any one of his post-up people, since Michael Jordan is guarding him, there's an awareness there by the post-up players for the Lakers that Jordan may come and either try for the steal or try and block it from behind their head. You may see Magic start to pass and cut through to get Jordan out of that area.
Of Yugoslavia. He played for the Yugoslavia national team. He will play for Yugoslavia in the 1992 Olympics. 10 points for Vlade. And the Lakers and Bulls tied at 59. Scott hand-checking Jordan. Found the open man. Here's Pippen. And Magic Johnson able to get to it.
Notice Magic checked behind him right away. He knew Jordan was under the basket. Jordan loves to come and hang in on defensive rebounders for steals. Magic checked him out.
And Pippen able to pick that one off.
Steals by Chicago. 4th best in the league this year, producing easy scores.
Back come the Lakers. Perkins getting down, but lost it. Worthy recaptures and hits. The Lakers lead at 61-59. Slowing down here in the third. Here's this lead a margin of 4. And a defense from this Chicago Stadium crowd. Risky pass cost. Magic upset with himself and too much on it. Bulls in possession, trailing by 2. Divac stepping out. Well, the Bulls forced to use much of the shot clock here in the third. Pippen off another gorgeous pass. And they have the new 24. Bulls want to talk it over. Timeout taken. 6:54 remaining in the third.
Not many things are more Chicago than United, but there are a few. United, proud to be Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly the friendly skies.
By golly, Jack making the trip from the West Coast. What an amazing likeness. 6:54 to go in the third. Lakers with a 2-point lead on the Bulls.
When you're a student of the game as well as a great player, you know your opponent's tendencies. Magic knows Michael likes to steal from behind, just kind of checks it out to make sure he clears the area.
Yes, Magic with the feeling that Michael was lurking. Bulls have hit only 2 of 10 from the field in this third quarter. They've missed their last 5 shot attempts. Scott doing a nice job on Jordan, cutting off the move to the left. Scottie Pippen off the recovery. He has 13, and the game is tied at 61. Lakers have attempted only 4 shots thus far in this third quarter. Almost halfway through the quarter, they've hit 3 out of 4. Continue to use most of the shot clock, slowing the tempo down. Clock at 1, and Magic is able to convert, and that is his first field goal of the afternoon.
He almost passed it off, looked up suddenly, saw 2, put it on the floor, and still got a shot off before the 24-second clock sounded.
Lakers 63, Bulls 61. Here's Jordan. Jordan hits from downtown. He was picked up by James Worthy. 23 for Jordan. And the Bulls lead by 1. Perkins from deep. Here's Jordan. Saw the opening, but lost it. For Worthy, nice fake, and then he was stopped.
And credit transition defense.
And here's Jordan. Hugh Hollins and Hugh Evans checking each other on the call, and the foul has been called on Byron Scott.
Magic checking out the 24-second clock, knows he's got to get his shot off, and then buries it. A great ability to have the feel for when the clock has run all the way down, and you must get it up on the glass to give your team a chance to rebound if it shouldn't go in.
That was only the second field goal attempt by Magic Johnson, so he's 1 for 2 from the field and 6 out of 6 from the line. Jordan rejected by Divac emphatically. Here's Pippen. That's 2-point range. His outside shot has been off here today. Overall, Scottie Pippen 5 for 13 from the field. Byron Scott has not been getting his shots. Won't count. Foul before the shot attempt. It's called on Pippen. That is 3 charged to Scottie Pippen.
And again, the Bulls staying with the philosophy of get the basketball out of the point guard's hands. As soon as Magic brings it across, Horace Grant knows that his assignment defensively is not in a scoring position, runs over, traps the ball, gets Magic to give it up.
Cliff Levingston, who played 10 minutes and played well in the first half, is checked back in. Divac. Lonnie Divac on the follow. It's the Lakers 65 and the Bulls 64. Michael Jordan sitting down, replaced by Cliff Levingston. Paxson open. Yes. John Paxson has hit 3 out of 4. He'll get a lot of open shots because of the constant double teaming on either Jordan or Pippen. Bulls by 1. Worthy over Levingston. Levingston forced him a little bit more outside than he would have liked to go.
Pushed him outside, challenged the shot with an extended arm and hand.
Pippen won't count. He's called for traveling.
Levingston gets it back to the guy he knows can produce and score. As Pippen gets in traffic, he tries to change hands, and it looks pretty good, like he did get it off from here.
But called for the steps. Lakers get it back, and Paxson intercepts Johnson. Bulls lead by 1, and the tripping foul called on Magic. That is his second. Lakers and Bulls each have 3 team fouls. Bill Jackson now has a front court of Cartwright, Levingston, and Pippen. Timeout has been called with 3:25 remaining in the third quarter.
What the airlines did for travelers up here, Sheridan is doing for travelers down here. Introducing Sheridan Sure Savers, a revolutionary program that makes travel less expensive. 3 simple rates from 5 to 50% off. The airlines got people traveling again. Now Sheridan makes sure they get a great night's sleep.
We spent $1 billion, so you'll feel like $1 million at Sheraton Hotels.
Call us for Sheridan Sure Savers.
We need a break.
We need a break.
A McDonald's break.
Yeah, a Big Mac.
Fries.
Yeah, large fries.
An ice-cold medium Coke Classic.
Oh, give me a break.
Everything, all of it right now, just $2.99.
$2.99 for all that?
Are we getting a break?
Yes.
I get a Big Mac sandwich, large fries, and a medium Coke, all for just $2.99? That's incredible.
Extra value meals. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Shaving would be simple, and any razor would do, if your face was square. But your face has curves. Presenting the revolutionary Schick Tracer, the only razor with twin blades that flex. Compared to other razors, Schick Tracer puts more of the blade edge against your skin. So, for real faces, like yours, Schick Tracer, we're changing the face of shaving.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. You got to see that's how I dream to be. I dream I move. Oh, I move. I dream I groove. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. I'm gonna be like Mike. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. Be like Mike. Like Mike. If I could be like Mike. Be like Mike.
It may be very taxing over the long haul for Michael Jordan at the defensive end of the court going up against Magic Johnson.
And we'll watch as the game goes on. In the first half, Jordan got 12 field goal attempts up, went to the free throw line for 4 attempts. So far in the third quarter, 1 for 3 from the floor.
It is Chicago ball as we resume following the timeout. And Scottie Pippen now 5 for 14. Bulls maintain possession. Now Pippen guarded by Johnson. Cartwright feeling around for the defender Perkins.
And that time, Perkins really stretched out defensively, extended, made Cartwright fall away a little bit further and have to arc the ball that much higher. The result, terrible shot.
Cliff Levingston going up against Magic Johnson. forced into a very difficult shot.
Exactly the same at the other end. That time Perkins, because of the pressure, changed his shot.
Michael Jordan getting set to return. Livingston. That was the first shot attempt by Cliff Livingston. He is not on the floor for his jump shooting proficiency. We approach 2 minutes to go in the third. And Worthy able to drill it home. He has 18. The Lakers lead 67-66. Nice bounce back game for Worthy. Ailing in Game 6 against Portland. Did not shoot well Thursday night. Scottie Pippen with 15 points. And the Bulls recapture the lead.
And with that little foot fake, Pippen froze Worthy, who still is not running the floor completely free with the bad ankle.
Magic backing Livingston. Pippen over to help, freeing up Worthy. Yes. Well, Pippen looked to help out on Magic Johnson, and the Lakers took advantage. They lead 69-68.
The thinking is almost the same for both guys, Pippen and Worthy. You wanted to shoot from the outside, but both of them are getting just a step beyond the free throw line. They'll nail those.
Here's Pippen. A minute 5 to go in the third quarter. Now Cartwright steps out on Worthy. Grant over. Divac played by Pippen on a switch. A good pass from Paxson. Grant has been off.
And Grant had Magic pinned on his back right under the front of the rim, just couldn't convert.
Grant wanted a foul call. Here's Magic from downtown. Magic Johnson with a dramatic three-pointer to give the Lakers a 72-68 lead. And that leads to the timeout taken by the Bulls. So Magic Johnson with 2 field goals. He hits the 3. And earlier in this third quarter, he hit a shot with the 24-second clock running down.
And that shouldn't surprise you. In 14 playoff games, he had already taken 57 three-point attempts in the playoffs.
It'll be 29 and 9/10 seconds remaining in the third when play is resumed, and it will be Chicago ball. This is a Los Angeles Laker franchise that won 5 NBA titles in the 1980s. These are the new LA Lakers. Gone are a fellow by the name of Pat Riley, Kareem, Michael Cooper, Orlando Woolridge, all important pieces in previous championship runs. But it is a new cast of characters, and the front line has done the job right throughout the playoffs, and that has been the case here today. Worthy, Divac, and Perkins have severely outplayed the Chicago Bull front line, and this could be a major factor throughout the playoffs. They certainly have the size and the quickness up front. Here's Jordan with time running down in the third. Paxson. Magic on the rebound, and the foul is called. A holding foul. That's 3 on Jordan.
There's that same guy again, Michael Jordan, trying to come up from behind Magic to deflect the ball.
Final seconds of the quarter. Magic for 3. Yes! Magic Johnson again from downtown. 0.6 of a second, and time has run out. So Magic Johnson supplying the firepower. Here in the third quarter, he's hit a couple of threes. Magic with 14 points in all, along with his 9 assists. Well, Michael Jordan won the early rounds, but you sense there is magic in the air here in Chicago. And we'll be back after these messages.
I'm Robin Douglas, speaking on behalf of my friends here. Please don't buy cosmetics, personal care, and household products from companies which use animal ingredients or perform cruel and unnecessary tests on animals. To find out which companies do or don't test on animals and where to buy cruelty-free products, send for this free booklet, Personal Care with Principle, 53 West Jackson Boulevard, Suite 1550, Chicago 60604. We all thank you.
Adventure, drama, and suspense. Action, excitement, and victory. A road that winds its way to the coveted title in college hockey's most revered league. The playoff championship of the CCHA. Ride the road to the Joe, Tuesday at 11 when Bowling Green battles Lake Superior here on Sports Channel.
Worthy hanging in as we start the fourth quarter up front with Perkins and Divac, new backcourt. Magic Johnson will get a rest. Larry Drew and Terry Teagle have come on. The Bulls only 6 for 22 in the third quarter. 27% shooting while the Lakers stepped it up, hitting on 9 of 16. B.J. Armstrong now matched with Larry Drew, played briefly in the first half. Perkins lost it to Pippen and then regained. Good recovery by Perkins, and then he was hit.
The Bulls trying to make some things happen with their aggressive defense. As Phil Jackson has told us so much of the time, we just can't sit back because they're bigger, a more physical team. We've got to make it happen by being aggressive. Hands, deflections, double teams, all trying to force turnovers.
The foul called on Pippen, so that is number 4 on Scottie Pippen. Perkins posting up on Pippen. Does not want to commit number 5. Went for the block, and he got it. McMadden indicating clean block. Armstrong wide open. Lakers have a 7-point lead. With a beautiful pass, and the foul on Pippen, and that is number 5 as Perkins hit the floor.
Larry Drew threading the needle, seeing his big guy working hard to get down the floor in transition, and then Perkins keeps his eye on it, finds the handle, and manages to get the shot up before he passes by the backboard. There's the opening. It's slight, but just on time before Jordan can get there for the steal.
Scottie Pippen with 5 personal fouls, and Sam Perkins to the free throw line. He is 2 for 2 from the line. Sam told us at the start of the season he was not comfortable with the Lakers and their system. Did not know the plays. Took a while, but now he is very comfortable. Pippen sitting down as Grant returns. Grant up front with Livingston and Purdue. Armstrong and Jordan in the backcourt.
And you knew it was going to be an adjustment period because not only did they add Perkins, but bringing Teagle in, another guy they wanted to go to down low. Everyone needed to understand how they were going to get him the ball, where were they going to get him the ball, and then what do the rest of us do when they have the ball.
Rare misses for the Lakers from the foul line. And Drew called for the foul. One minute gone by in the fourth quarter. Game 2 will take place here in Chicago Wednesday night. We'll be on hand starting 9 o'clock Eastern time. Game 3 of the Forum in Los Angeles next Friday. Game 4 in LA next Sunday night. Michael Jordan has 25. Lakers lead at 75-70. Mike Dunleavy looking to buy some time, providing a rest period for Magic Johnson. Here is Teagle on a quick release. Grant off the rebound. Jordan working against both Teagle and Drew. Livingston. Lakers now lead by 3.
The Lakers do an excellent job of collapsing in the lane and taking away Jordan's initial move. Then it's covering the other people that will become the biggest problem.
Worthy backing Livingston. Here's Divac. Lost it. He thought he was fouled. Armstrong. Chicago within 1. And the Lakers call for a timeout. 22nd timeout taken by Mike Dunleavy, with Chicago reeling off 6 unanswered points. Now they changed it to a full timeout. We'll be back in a moment.
All right, we need a few buckets out there, not a lot of dribbling. Remember, work that coverage, really spread it out, mix it up, and hit those boards. I want you to go out there and I want you to paint.
Paint! This year's most colorful team is Dutch Boy Paints and Handy Andy when it comes to performing well in the paint. Nobody's better than Dutch Boy Paints, the official paint sponsor of the NBA.
Remember, you're the big man in the paint. Really lay it on them.
Dutch Boy Paints and Handy Andy, a definite improvement in home improvement.
Welcome to the second annual Fleer NBA Championship game. Here's the tip-off. Cartwright controls to Chambers. Chambers takes it up top to Anderson. He spins behind the back to Karl Malone. The mailman delivers from three-point land. The bench goes wild. 6 seconds left. Johnson inbounds to Ron Harper at midcourt. Alley-oop to Green. A great pass to Willis with a hammer dunk. And that's the game. Now here's the wrap-up. Fleer, a game in every pack.
NBA Authentics. Look for the real stuff.
In an average game day, Michael Jordan runs the length of the court 165 times and has 1 bowl of whole grain Wheaties with breakfast. Wheaties sticks with you. It's hearty, whole grain wheat with all the bran. You think some airy, lightweight cereal could satisfy you like that?
And he said it's going to be all right, because I had my doubts, and I think the guys did too.
In effect, Magic Johnson says that you turned the Lakers season around. Wait a moment. What did you tell Magic?
I can tell you it's a secret.
And Michael Jordan has given the Bulls a 76-75 lead. You're not allowed to tell us. You're getting paid big dollars for talking on television. Here's Perkins off the head fake. And back come the Bulls. Jordan with the pull-off. Yes! The Chicago Bulls with a 78-75 lead. They've reeled off 10 unanswered. Magic with the hook. And he will go to the foul line.
Jordan, once he gets the basketball, has a full head of steam, but then gains control of the dribble, pulls up, so he gets the good look at the basket, the good position, and then he is ready to open this thing up and wants to get everybody else involved.
However, he just committed his 4th foul, putting Magic Johnson on the foul line.
Mark, there are some things that must remain in confidence between two people. You just can't expect me to tell everyone who's watching and listening what went on between Magic and I.
So the Bulls lead by 2. Now this was what, early in the season? You had a little chat with Magic?
The biggest thing that I mentioned was just that Magic showed in his eyes and in his facial expressions his concern at the time. He's their leader. They all watch him. I just said, hang in there. Don't let your face show it.
This was during the 1-4, 2-5 start. Magic was sulking. He was unhappy about the system. Things were not working at the time for the Lakers.
Magic just wanted to win. That's all.
Divac. So Vlade Divac, who has had another solid performance, has tied it at 78. Divac with 14 points. Just under 8 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Divac jumping out on Jordan. And the foul. It is a block charge to Worthy. Worthy trying to help out. Michael Jordan is playing with 4 fouls. Scottie Pippen picked up his 5th. He is sitting down. Lakers in good shape in terms of fouls. No one has as many as 3. Here's Byron Scott returning. Phil Jackson has Grant with Purdue and Livingston up front. Jordan and now Hodges at the guards. Here's Jordan. Tough angle shot. And the Bulls get the new 24.
Chicago hanging around those offensive boards, getting themselves extra shot opportunities.
And the reach-in foul called.
Jordan backing Scott down, makes the move, and on the attempted swipe, there's the foul by Scott.
And it is ruled a non-shooting affair. Livingston will throw in. Chicago's tempo has changed here in the second half. But they are in the midst of a burst. And Jordan rejected. AC Green back on the floor for the Lakers. Magic Johnson, after the slow start, has come on strong. He now has 17 points and 10 assists. Timeout taken by the Bulls. 6:53 to go. In the fourth, it's the Lakers 80 and the Bulls 78 as you watch Magic hitting off glass.
Not many things are more Chicago than United, but there are a few. United. Proud to fly more Chicagoans than any other airline. Come fly Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly the friendly skies.
And this capacity crowd reacting as the Chicago Bulls broke the huddle, step back on. Scottie Pippen has checked back in, playing with the 5 fouls. Bill Cartwright has returned. Here's Jordan. Yes. The game is tied at 80 with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the fourth.
In these last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter, we'll try and keep an eye on how many times Michael Jordan is involved with the basketball and making the final decision with it, whether to shoot or pass off in the end.
Oh, nice move by Worthy. Came up hobbling after hitting on the baseline drive. 22 points for Worthy. Looking a bit on the Gimpy side. Lakers lead at 82-80. Michael Jordan now has 31 points and 11 assists. Good play by Worthy to break up the pass. Magic Johnson already has hit triple-double figures. 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. AC Green was wide open.
But perhaps a little sign right here. Michael Jordan has been taken off of Magic. He's overplaying Byron Scott. They have Hodges playing Magic. Fatigue perhaps setting in.
Well, we saw Michael ask for the early rest in the third quarter.
Oh, but they're right back again. Jordan on Magic.
Magic directing traffic, moving Green down low. And the foul is called. Jack Madden with the indication. It is on Jordan. That is number 5.
As Worthy finishes, he still has a real bad problem with that ankle as he goes back down the floor. Then he turns right around and comes from behind on Pippen to force the turnover.
Now here is the risk factor in matching Michael Jordan against Magic Johnson, but he is the Bulls' best defender. And we'll have to see as this series develops if Phil Jackson changes up on that matchup.
Michael Jordan, a member of the all-defensive team 4 years, voted the best defensive player 1 year. Got to put somebody good on Magic to stop him.
However, he is now facing 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter with 5 fouls, as is Scottie Pippen. Lakers with a 4-point lead. Jordan changed his mind and found Grant. He was able to hang and extend in midair giving himself enough time to deliver the ball to Horace Grant. Lakers with a 2-point lead. Just under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It is game 1 of the best of 7 NBA championship series. Shot clock to 3. And Grant able to come away with it. Jordan, yes, and it counts.
Jordan has the great ability, once he gets in the air, to understand and know where his teammates are and then make that split decision at the end, leading to score. Scott, rather than trying to extend and block it, tries to get Jordan on the way up. Basket's good, and a chance for the three-point play.
So Byron Scott collects his 4th foul. Timeout taken. The game tied at 84.
Why get an inferior shave when you could have the best? Why choose ordinary lubrication when you could have the richest? Why settle for average protection against razor irritation when you could have the most advanced, giving you the closest shave with less irritation? Edge Gel. Ultimate closeness. Ultimate comfort. That's the Edge.
Hey, kids! What's the difference between an ordinary sports announcer?
Hey, sports fan.
Nice man. Nerd. And the inside stuff announcer. Most announcers show you the mundane and boring. These don't. Most announcers are content to sit behind a desk. These aren't. And most announcers can't spot extraordinary talent. Yes!
And it counts.
These can. Not your normal features, not your normal announcers, not your normal sports show. But then again, who wants normal? Inside Stuff, Saturdays. Check your local listings.
Carl Vandenberg claims to have a proven record of keeping property taxes down. What the is he talking about? Mr. Vandenberg is delinquent on over $23,000 in property taxes dating back to 1990. Hardworking people in our district pay their taxes. Carl Vandenberg does not. That probably explains the 13 or more federal and state liens filed against Vandenberg's businesses. Mr. Vandenberg is a lawyer and owns an ambulance service. Forget it. Real problems deserve real solutions. Elect John Sheehy, state representative.
Never before has an event been so special. Get the Infinity Advantage at Infinity of Lisle, setting the pace for 1993. Don't make an $18,000 to $40,000 mistake. Get super savings on all 1993 Infinities. You owe it to yourself to buy now. Quantities are limited. Savings never greater. Infinity of Lisle, Chicagoland's #1 Infinity dealer, can save you on this special allotment of brand new 1993 Infinity. Only at the #1 Infinity dealer in the Midwest. Infinity of Lisle.
A triple-double. It's been a very consistent, solid game for Michael Jordan. 33 points, 12 assists, 8 rebounds, 3 steals. Bulls and Lakers tied at 84, and Jordan to the line looking to complete the 3-point play. Lakers and Bulls each with 3 timeouts remaining. With the ball, trailing by 1. Grant poking it away, and last touched by Worthy, who is very upset.
James Worthy felt it was deflected by Grant. He never touched it again. Jack Madden said, "Nah, you got it right at the last second."
Bulls by 1 with just under 4 minutes to go. In the fourth, Paxson for 3. And Divac with his 13th rebound.
An excellent job of boxing out that time by the Lakers. They each had their man sealed off, formed that rebounding triangle.
Keep in mind, the LA Lakers stole game #1 in the series against Portland and went on to win in 6. 3-point attempt by Worthy. Divac hit the deck. Loose ball foul has been called. It's on Cartwright on the push-out. That is his 3rd personal.
Talking about stealing games in the playoffs thus far. 28 games. Game 1 has been stolen 5 times by the visitors. Game 2, 4 times. Divac had slipped inside that time, got the inside position. Cartwright knew it, committed the foul.
Bulls going over the limit with that foul. Lakers with 4 team fouls. Divac 5 for 5 from the line. He is a 70% free throw shooter. What is so impressive about Vlade Divac, particularly with a guy like Magic Johnson firing those passes right on target, is that he catches the ball so well.
You associate the skill players with the point guard, 2 guard, small forward position. Guys who can dribble, pass, have the great hands. Not the case with Divac, a center who can do all those things.
Lakers by 1. Jordan stopped on the reverse, and he'll go back to the foul line. Divac picking up his 3rd.
If you're going to let Jordan go to the baseline, you must seal it off. Try to keep him behind the backboard. He loves coming up and under on the other side to try and finish the playoff.
Lakers now over the foul limit. Jordan 5 for 7 from the line. Lakers to the line 30 times. The Bulls taking only their 15th free throw. Bulls and Lakers tied at 86 with 3:14 left in the 4th.
You keep an eye on the outside. The Lakers match up with Chicago's people because the Bulls run a little free throw play where they try to get the ball back on missed free throws. See Worthy face guarding Grant outside. That's so he doesn't slip in case there's a miss.
Chicago has taken a 1-point lead. Jordan and Pippen with 5 fouls apiece. Scott has 4. He's the only Laker in difficulty. We're down to 3 minutes to go in the 4th. Shot clock at 6. Here's Worthy. That's a 2-point attempt. And it will be Chicago possession.
What the Bulls have done so effectively with their 2 key guys having 5 personal fouls is get the ball out of Magic's hands, getting it over to another player who has to then make a decision or get him into the half-court offense. They've got to get a better attack position for the Lakers.
Pippen off the dribble. Yes. The jump shot has not been falling for Scottie Pippen, but it did at an opportune time right there. And he's given the Bulls an 89-86 lead as the Lakers have called for time. 2:33 to go in the 4th.
Hi, I'm Sport Marty, and it's my job to make sure you'll find what you're looking for at Sport Mart.
Like salespeople who know their stuff. A huge selection. If we don't have it, we'll order it for you. And each Sport Mart's Tech Center will string that racket, assemble that bike, whatever you need. Like Sport Mart's everyday low price on Brunswick men's classic Cyclone bowling shoes, $28.96. Brunswick men's rocket bowling shoes, $32.96. And if something's not right, just bring it back.
And that's just part of the Sport Mart advantage.
You'll find what you're looking for at Sport Mart.
Hi, I'm Jerry Reinsdorf. Stand up and be counted. Get out and vote on November 3rd.
Here in Chicago, as always, the decibel level shatters the meter. And they have enjoyed what they've seen here thus far this afternoon. A timeout rundown. Bulls 3 left. Lakers 2. Both clubs over the foul limit. 2:34 to go in the 4th quarter, and the Chicago Bulls lead the Los Angeles Lakers 89-86 in Game 1 of the best of 7 NBA Final. Magic Johnson moving against Michael Jordan. Grant comes over. Perkins and Grant battling for position. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Perkins. Yes. And the Chicago lead is 1.
And in the last 4 possessions, that's the first decent shot that the Lakers have gotten off. Even that one was a difficult one, but he got a clean look at the end.
Just under 2 minutes left in the fourth. Now Scott trying to hand check Jordan. Here is Paxson. And Divac able to get to it.
And that's where the other players on the Bulls must answer the challenge. If they're going to take Michael out of it by double teaming, you've got to knock out the open shots.
Magic Johnson trapped, called for the timeout. A minute and 37 remaining in the fourth. The Lakers are down to 1 timeout left.
Not many things are more Chicago than United, but there are a few. United, proud to be Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly the friendly skies.
Minute 37 left in the fourth. It will be Laker ball as we resume. The Bulls by 1. Lakers down to 1 timeout left. Good timeout, bad timeout for Mike Dunleavy.
A must timeout. When Magic came over the half-court line, he was trapped. The remaining players on the Lakers were not in a good receiving position. Magic basically said, I'd rather have the timeout used up and get a good shot at this thing than give up the ball on a turnover.
So the Lakers down to 1 timeout left. Chicago with 3. Shot clock at 5. Shot clock at 3. Here's Perkins getting inside, and he was fouled. Cartwright went for the fake, and Perkins will go to the line.
James Worthy must be in a position to receive the ball and shoot. That's what's happening with the clock at 4 or 5 seconds. Most times Magic's dumping off to him. They save it right here at the end by finding Perkins underneath. Magic basically knows they lucked out and got that one off just before the 24-second violation.
Sam Perkins only 2 out of 4 from the line today, 82% on the season. And he has tied the game at 89. 19 for Perkins, who has come up strong once again. Had a big one against Portland Thursday, game 6, with the Lakers wrapping it. He hit 10 of 14, 26 points. 1:22 left in the fourth. Too strong, rebounded by Pippen. The Bulls and the Lakers tied at 89. Pippen played by Perkins, changed his mind. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pippen, and the foul called on the Lakers. It's Divac picking up his 4th. Both clubs are over the limit. So with a minute 2 remaining in this fourth quarter, it will be Scottie Pippen to the free throw line.
Chicago has 9 more field goals made than the Lakers do. But the Lakers up to this point have taken 32 free throw attempts to only 16 for Chicago. The difference at the line right now, keeping the Lakers right in the game with Chicago.
Pippen is 4 for 6 from the line. He has not been a consistent free throw shooter, although he has improved in recent years, up to 71% for the season. Clutch foul shooting by Scottie Pippen, and it's the Bulls 91. The Lakers 89, just under 1 minute remaining in the fourth. Again, they double up. Cartwright jumping out to help on Johnson. Divac rebounded by Grant. Chicago ball with 40 seconds to go in the fourth.
You say, hey, the Lakers got a good look at the basket and a good shot, but it's maybe not what they wanted to go to. It's what they had to wind up taking.
5 on the 24. Jordan. And Perkins rebounds. Lakers spending their final timeout. 23 and 5/10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The Bulls lead the Lakers 91-89, and it will be Los Angeles ball following this timeout.
Coming up tonight after the game, Chevrolet Sports Fire. Darren Pang visits with Mike Lederman in for the vacationing Chet Kopic. And after Sports Fire, right around 10:38 p.m., we'll be coming your way with the Monday night edition of the Sports Channel Report. Mike Ditka breaks an old habit. We'll go bowling with the Bulls, check out Eric Lindros and the Philadelphia Flyers, and see if they are still singing the blues in St. Louis. Also, we'll take a look at how they celebrate a baseball championship north of the border. That's all coming up after Sports Fire at 10:38 on tonight's edition of the Sports Channel Report. See you then.
The Lakers do not have any timeouts remaining. The Bulls with 2 left. The Lakers seeking to steal a game here in Chicago. Games 1 and 2 at Chicago Stadium. And then back to Los Angeles. The scene will shift to LA for game 3 next Friday night.
Kind of interesting. What the Lakers were trying to do is they wanted to take the ball back down on the baseline so that Magic could bring it up off the dribble and get into the play. Once you've advanced it, you may not put it back on the baseline again. So that's what they were trying to clear up as well.
Terry Teagle has been inserted, and he will throw it in. Mike Dunleavy going with the shooters. Teagle, Scott, Perkins, Worthy, and Johnson. Bulls by 2. You see the clock running down. And Perkins goes for 3. He's got it. He went for the shot from downtown to take the lead. The Lakers with a 92-91 lead with 14 seconds remaining in the 4th, and the Bulls call for time.
Knowing that they weren't going to be able to get it to Magic directly, they inbounded to Scott, let Magic come behind and take the handoff. As soon as he makes his move to back Jordan down, he fires it across the floor to Perkins, who spotted up for the 3. He knocked one out early in the game, but none bigger than that one. Taking a look from the other side now, Magic looking across the floor. He sees the rotation taking place by Cartwright, catches the Bulls in the middle of their rotation, and fires it to the open man. A good extension by Grant trying to challenge it, but that thing just gets over the top, knocks it down, and Perkins thanks his teammate. He loves it.
Sam Perkins has hit 3 out of 4 from downtown. During the course of the season, Sam 18 for 64, 28% from three-point land. And the Lakers now lead it by the score of 92-91 with 14 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A terrific all-around performance by Jordan, who got to it early. 15 points in the 1st quarter. 13 in the 4th. He's come on late for 36, along with 12 assists, 8 rebounds, and 3 steals.
That 3rd quarter seemed to be the period where Jordan asked to be taken out, needed that second wind. He worked so hard in the 1st half at both ends of the floor, caught up to him a little bit there in the 3rd quarter, but he finishes strong once he regroups.
And the Lakers with a very strong effort here in game 1. Perkins connecting on the 3-point field goal to give the Lakers a 1-point lead. Sam Perkins now has 22 points. Scottie Pippen will throw it in. Jack Madden making certain that Pippen is given the room. Bulls have 1 timeout left.
And LA takes a delay of game right there. What they tried to do is, since they had one to use up, Worthy ran right up to the basketball close, forced it so his teammates could get a look at the play and see what they were trying to run.
This has become a very popular tactic this season. Here's Jordan. And let's see what the call is. The officials checking it over. And the outside referee, Hugh Hollins, had the better look. He says last touch by the Lakers. It will be Chicago ball, and the Bulls take their final timeout.
You're talking about 4 of the Laker teammates running towards Jordan as he tries to make his move baseline, not giving him a clear look at the basket.
5 seconds going by. The Bulls down to 9 seconds remaining. Well, both the Lakers and the Bulls do not have any timeouts remaining. the Lakers by virtue of a three-point shot by Sam Perkins, leading the Bulls 92-91.
With under 5 seconds, 4 seconds remaining in this situation, you can talk about a lot of switching defensively. With 9 seconds to go, it gives Jordan, if he gets the ball in his hands, plenty of opportunity to take advantage of the switch and then beat the wrong person off the dribble.
High-point man of the game, Jordan 36, Pippen with 19. Both have been in foul trouble. They both have 5. They are the only Bulls in double figures. The Lakers led by Worthy with 22. Perkins also has 22. Magic 19, Divac 16. It has been close right throughout. Lakers at one stretch led by 7, Bulls by 4. You see the 26 changes of the lead, and this a game that was tied on 14 occasions.
Well, the tempo and the style of play by both teams, good aggressive defensive teams, good half-court execution, keeps both teams close.
Paxson is lined up out deep, straight away, top of the circle. Scott checking him out. 9 seconds remaining. Pippen will throw it in. Jordan is down in the paint, being guarded by Worthy. Pippen must get it in. He does. And here is Jordan. 3 seconds remaining, and let's see what the call is. Jordan rimming the basket, the foul against Chicago. It's on Paxson. Now they have changed the clock, 2 7/10 seconds left. Byron Scott took a shot in the cheek, and the Lakers will go to the line.
Jordan got a real good look. That ball is halfway in and back out, and you could see the disappointment in Jordan's face after the ball was rebounded by the Lakers. He knows that he had it right there. He got as good a look as you're going to get in the ending of a game. The thing was in and back out again.
2 7/10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Byron Scott to the line. He's 6 for 6 this afternoon. Just under 80% for the season. You saw 83 during the playoffs. 1 point, Laker lead.
Right after this shot attempt, Jordan knows that he had it. He's not going to get much better chance. Disappointed in the fact that it rolled out. Right now, after this free throw attempt, no timeouts left. The Lakers need to jam the guy who takes it out so he doesn't get a chance to see on the long pass.
2-point Laker lead. Cartwright will toss it in. Here's Pippen from center court. He fires it, and he hit the back of the rim. And that is it. The Los Angeles Lakers steal game 1 from the Chicago Bulls. They have defeated the Bulls 93-91 despite the exploits of Michael Jordan. The Lakers.
From North Carolina, head guard, 6'6", Michael Jordan. The head coach of the Bulls is Phil Jackson.
Yes, it is always bedlam here in Chicago when the lineups are introduced. The officials, Jake O'Donnell, Mike Mathis, and Jess Kersey. Game 1 here on Sunday. Lakers 93, Bulls 91 in a game of high drama. Vlade Divac, a major factor, 16 points, 14 rebounds. The Chicago Bulls admit that this is the biggest game of their basketball lives, and they control the opening tip. Jordan and Paxson in the backcourt. Cartwright with Pippen and Grant up front. Here's Pippen off the fake on Worthy. And Grant pulling it away from Divac. Paxson around Perkins. And it's a goaltend. The basket counts.
Immediately for Chicago, we see the first 2 moves to the basket in an attempt to get to the free throw line more frequently, something Phil Jackson was concerned about after game 1.
Scott and Johnson in the backcourt. Divac with Perkins and Worthy up front. Now Worthy putting the move on Pippen. the rebound. Offensive foul. Cartwright is called for the illegal pick.
Well, they're certainly trying to clean it up right away. That was not what we would call a hard screen. As Paxson penetrates, the shot on the way down, Divac gets the pieces. Excellent call.
And back comes Magic Johnson, and the matchup remains with Michael Jordan guarding Johnson, at least here at the start. Phil Jackson telling us at practice yesterday that we might see more of Scottie Pippen matching with Johnson. Perkins. And Divac is right there getting the good position.
Interesting. We'll see if it's a steady diet or not, but they came, meaning Chicago, from behind that time along the baseline with the double team, something Portland used only in Game 5 that was effective. Rather than trapping from the top or with the passer, come along the baseline.
Here's Pippen getting it back out. And you get the idea that Michael is looking to dish it off here at the start. He is not looking for the shot opportunities. Worthy beating the Bulls down. And the Lakers take a 4-2 lead.
Something the Lakers like to do, run a player out on the shot. Basically, they leave the box-out responsibility to other guys and send either Scott or Worthy long.
Cartwright could not locate the shot, and then he was pushed. Foul call by the outside official, Jake O'Donnell. It's on Sam Perkins.
With a 6'9" point guard who's able to look down the floor over the top of the defenders, Worthy has picked up so many uncontested layups during his career by just running out on the shot.
Here's Cartwright against the step. And he's tied it at 4. As we made reference to on Sunday, during the course of the playoffs, the Bulls usually like to get Cartwright going early with those baseline jumpers, and that's the case throughout the regular season. Divac off a beautiful feed by Magic.
Something you've heard us mention a number of times, the hands of Vlade Divac, an excellent catch that time of a pass that actually was a little bit too long.
What a pass from Jordan. And Grant has tied it at 6. Grant coming over momentarily to help on Magic, who now is attempting to post up on Jordan. Jordan got the help, and Magic gave up. He has Byron Scott open, and that is a three-pointer.
You come from the baseline to double-team Magic. The only problem is it seems like he has eyes behind his head, great vision of the entire floor, finds the open teammate spotting up.
Byron Scott did not get the shot opportunities in Game 1, was only 1 for 4 from the field. Pippen off the steal, fortunate that he was not called for the turnover, and Cartwright has cut the Laker lead to 9-8.
Michael Jordan, the conductor so far out here for the Bulls in the first quarter, just kind of running the show, distributing the basketball.
Mike Dunleavy telling us that Byron Scott has sacrificed his game because the Lakers have been thriving with their low post offense, so Scott has had to make the biggest adjustment. It'll be Chicago ball. And now the officials confer. The ruling is last touch on a deflection by the Bulls. And now another change. They will jump it up. Well, Jake O'Donnell saw it one way. Jess Kersey had it another way, and they decide to go for the jump at center court.
Well, with two veteran officials who both had calls going in the opposite direction, best thing, throw the ball up.
Lakers 9 and the Bulls 8. 3.5 gone by in this first quarter. Both teams have opened up hitting 4 of 6 from the field. And apparently, well, a loose ball foul call on Perkins off the tip. So the Bulls take possession.
Not that it happened playing defense actually down in the low post. One of the things the Bulls want to do is go at Perkins, go at Magic, make them play defense, maybe pick up some early fouls.
Jordan backing Scott. Yes. He hits on his first field goal attempt. The Bulls 10 and the Lakers 9. Michael Thompson getting set to come on early. 4 minutes have gone by in this first quarter. Thompson is at the scorer's table. Worthy setting up on Pippen. He was so effective on Sunday afternoon. Worthy, despite the sprained ankle, played 45 minutes in Game 1, more than any other Laker. The alley-oop did not work, but rate is there to convert.
And Pippen had the half step. Jordan saw him, just laid it up a little bit too late. Massive bodies go after it, knock it free.
And the Lakers want to talk it over. A 20-second timeout taken by Mike Dunleavy, with the Bulls leading the Lakers by the score of 12-9.
Jordan spots Pippen going back door. Nice recovery by the Lakers just to get a piece of the ball and stop the initial shot, but they're caught right on the scene because Divac had left to go get a piece of the ball initially.
Well, in checking out the tape of our telecast from Game 1, we discovered a remarkable sequence that could have cost the Lakers the ball game after Michael Jordan had missed the shot, and as Byron Scott was fouled. You'll see A.C. Green trying to call for a timeout. The Lakers were out of timeout, so if the official had accepted the timeout request, it would have been a technical foul plus possession.
They would have shot the technical foul first, then would have been awarded, okay? The Lakers would have been awarded a timeout, but could not advance the basketball on that timeout.
However, the timeout was not recognized. Worthy getting it out with one on the shot clock. Divac fires and nearly hit on the flame. Michael Thompson has checked in for the Lakers. Cartwright tried to lay it off for Jordan, thought he'd be cutting by. Thompson steps out on a switch, and Grant able to take the pass from Jordan.
Something that you saw time and time again in the series against Philadelphia. Whenever they trapped Jordan on a double team off a pick and roll, he would find someone in the middle of the lane wide open as they go to their areas respectively.
8-0 run by Chicago. Here's Magic for Divac, and he's fouled. Bulls looking for a tie-up. And a timeout has been taken. 6:29 remaining. First quarter. It's the Bulls by 5.